When you hear the statement, fortune favors the bold, it's truly true. If there's anything like that, it's beyond a statement of truth. It's actually what happens in life. Now, I'll tell you a story to buttress what I'm trying to say. My dad, when we were much younger, had a friend called Mr. Jude. Mr. Jude used to come to us every now and then, and he'll be telling my dad, Mr. Bassi, people are buying land in Ejigbo, 50,000 naira. My dad used to work for the Nigerian Port Authority. So the man was cashing out at that time. I'm telling you. My dad felt that Ejigbo was like bush. So like me, go and buy land in bush. Mr. Jude, I'm not going to stay in bush. Oh. But guess what? 14, 15 years later, my dad was retired. We as his kids now had to rent house for him in the same Ejigbo. Guess what, for how much? For almost ₦1 million. That is times 20 of the price of land that Ejigbo was selling when Mr. Jude was asking him to go and buy land. Now, think about it. Just imagine it. Imagine my dad decided to be bold and brave just for a minute and took Mr. Jude's advice and bought a land, not just one, because he could afford more than a plot. Maybe he had bought 10 plots. Think about it. Let's say something happened, the family, scam, issues. He spread those 10 plots across different areas in Ejigbo, and he lost 5. Are you still with me? He now had 5 left. Before his retirement, probably would have built on 1 or 2 and keep 3. What do you think would have happened when he was retired? He would have relocated back to Ejigbo. You see what I'm saying? He would have had a house of his own. He will still have some plots to sell to start a business. But my dad, with his coconut head, he will not agree. May his soul rest in perfect peace. My point is that as a young Nigerian, you're smart, you're working right now, earning some money. What are you doing to see that when you retire, you will have a plan? You would have built wealth. You would have built some traction that will help you in your old age. Speaking to young Nigerians within the age of 21 and 35 that are earning some money right now, and you're just gallivanting the streets of Lagos. You're surprised. Yes, it's you I'm talking about. Gallivanting the streets of Lagos. Going from one choice restaurant to another, sampling their meal, allowing the Instagram vibes and cruise to carry you. And you are constantly on Instagram, checking the next rave, the next trend, the next happening place, so you can hang out with your friends. And if you're a guy, you are checking, looking for the Instagram babe that you slide into her DM to book a date so you can, have 1 or 2 with her. My brother, I want to remind you, your older self is looking at you like this. Like my father's older self was looking at him, but he didn't know. He didn't listen because to him, buying land in Ejigbo that time doesn't make sense. And to you right now, at the time you'll be done watching this video, you might be thinking like that. What is he trying to say? Me that I'm a town boy, happening boy in Lekki Phase 1. I'm grooving. My Benz. I'm now going to buy land. Where? No, if it's not Lekki Phase 1, it's not anything. No. If it's not in town, it's not in town. And you are paying rent. That's what this whole video is about. Why should you buy land right now in Ogun State? Number 1 is price. So in Lekki Phase 1 right now, so speak, a plot of land minimum is going from between 800,000 to 1.1 million per square meter. Per square meter. If you times that by 500 square meter, which is usually the normal size for a plot in Lagos right now, you'll be talking from 450 million to 550 million naira. 550 million naira. And between me and you, most of us as young Nigerians, we don't have this amount of money stored somewhere for easy spending. And even though if you do, you don't want to take your whole 550 million naira to go buy a plot of land. You've not even talked about how much it will cost you, the construction cost, to build on that land. Guess what? Prices of everything in Nigeria right now is going up. So you see, it's so much money. But again, what can you do? You can just take a ride from Lekki Phase 1 to Ogun State. In 1 hour time, you're already in Ogun State. Because Ogun State is to Lagos what New Jersey is to New York. You see what I mean? For those that have not traveled abroad, they will not understand that statement. But you that I'm talking to, You know, you've traveled abroad, you're in the diaspora, so you know what I'm talking about, right? So Lagos State is seen as the economic and investment hub of Nigeria, right? And he enjoys that for the longest time, right? And the prices of things in Lagos is crazy because of the number of people in Lagos, the population, the businesses, and all of that. And we know what Lagos is. But you see, Ogun State shares boundary with Lagos. And this gives Ogun State that proximity to benefit from the overflow that Lagos is enjoying. So the first thing is the price. It's crazy right now to purchase a piece of land in town in Lekki on the island. But you can take that money and do what we call land banking and go to Ogun State and buy in acres and in hectares and store, right, for your future self that you can resell, flip, use for business, use for industries, use for farming as you grow and cash out. That same land that you spend 550 million naira in Lagos, in Lekki to buy for 500 square meter, you will buy in Ogun State for between 1.5 million naira and 5 million naira. And guess what? With ease. Ease of documentation, ease to get your CFO, less stress with your money, simple and easy. Because Ogun State government, they are learning from Lagos State and they are making the process of getting your CFO easy and seamless just to attract investors. No wonder they have a lot of industrial estates in Ogun State right now and is attracting development into the Ogun State. And they are taking advantage of their proximity to Lagos to enjoy all of this development. So number two reason, Ogun State is not far anymore. Far from where? If you are saying Ogun State is far, like my father did say about Ejigbo. To my father, Ejigbo is like Ogun State to you. Yes, because that time, nobody was living in that axis. Nobody was driving from Sele, Okota, that Iyanusolo, Okiafa towards Ejigbo. It was all bush. So my father saw it like, you're taking me out of Lagos State. That's how you are seeing Ogun State that, they've removed you from setting. You're no longer living with where people are living. My brother, think about investment. My father could have bought that land for just investment's sake, not necessarily going to live there. So that's another thing. It's just about strategy and position, not necessarily about price or location. You see, because if you look at it from price and location, sometimes you might not make the move. So this conversation is about positioning and strategy. You don't necessarily need to live in Ogun State. You can buy the land for investment purposes and allow people like us to help you manage it, maintain it, flip it for you when the time comes. Or whatever purpose it is that you want the land for, you can now begin to implement as time progresses. So Ogun State is no longer far because the road towards Ogun State has been sorted out. There are many roads now that you can take to Ogun State. There is the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway that is being fixed. There is the road towards Ota. If you're going to Covenant University, you can even pass through Ekpe. The Ekpe axis has been opened up from there, getting to Djibouti. So you see, there are many ways you can get out of Lagos into Ogun State. And these roads are being fixed. They are smooth, fast, they are expressway. We have a property in Abeokuta, and I can tell you for free, I am constantly going to Abeokuta most weekends. And in 1 hour, 15 minutes, I'm at site. So, but in 45 minutes to 1 hour, we're already in Ogun State. The remaining minutes is where we used to navigate ourselves to the exact site in Ogun State, Abeokuta.